Hello, everyone. This is Adele, and she's going to do an interview today from the perspective of a friend. So, could you introduce yourself for me, please?
Yep, I'm Adele, and I'm Jojo's friend. We met because our children went to the same childminder, and as you do when you get to know people like that, you find who you gel with, who's like you, and Jojo's very much like me. We both like a drink. We both like to laugh, and yeah, we just developed a friendship from there.
So, Adele, what were your thoughts when you first found out that I had cancer?
Well, it's shock at first. Um, shock because you don't ever expect it to happen to somebody that you know. Um, fear, but also you're such a strong, positive person that you help me. Yeah, it's scary.
So, you said it was scary, you said you felt fear, you said you had all these mixed emotions when you found out that I had cancer. What was the way in your head that you thought that you could help? Um, I'd say me, or if now you found out that another friend had cancer, what would you do to help them, to give them encouragement and strength?
Well, there's obviously nothing you can do from a medical or physical point of view in that sense. You just hope that those people that can do that will do that. Um, but you have to, I just wanted to be there for you, to help you in whatever way I could. I mean, I don't have a lot of time. And I work full time and I've got a child of my own. I don't have much time, but what time I do have, I would give. And even if that's just to spend time with them and try and take their mind off it and have a fun time and like be happy and do good things and give them something nice to remember and think about when they're not having such a great time. It's kind of all you can hope to do. Be there as a shoulder to cry on if they want to rant or cry or whatever they want to do. You just, I would have done whatever. I'd have done your washing, I'd have done your cleaning, I'd have done anything for you. Just, that's what you do for a friend.
So, you know, what I'm trying to create here in Joe's Hope is to have a place where people who have cancer, have suffered from cancer, can go to and be around people whom also suffer from cancer and can get the support that they need that's not medical support, i.e., chemo and radiotherapy, but the supports that people don't quite think about, i.e., microblading your eyebrows back on, and everybody being able to take their wigs off or take their prosthetic boobs out, and everybody guess the name of the prosthetic boob, you know. Things like that, things that are not so serious that you can do without people looking at you in a untoward kind of way. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's brilliant because as much as someone like your friends, your family, they haven't suffered the cancer, they haven't suffered the treatment, they haven't suffered the pain, the discomfort, the illness that you've gone through. They can be there as much as they can, but they've never actually experienced what you've experienced. And to be able to get together with people that have been through that and so really know what you've been through, I think is really, really good thing. But yeah, you're right. People treat the illness, as in the doctors, the nurses, they're treating the illness because that's what you need them to do. And they might have a really good bedside manner and they may be really supportive and stuff, but ultimately they are trying to rid you of that cancer. But you as a person goes through so much more than just that. And so you're right, people need to start feeling good about themselves again because they felt so ill and so shit for so long that, yeah, having the nails done or their eyebrows done, as you say, but just being able to be with people who have been through that. So, yeah, they can feel comfortable. They don't have to go in all, all made up and stuff. They can be themselves. They can take the wigs off, like you say. Have a head massage. Have the nails done. Take the prosthetics out, and we all loved Wilma, and we love Betty too. But yeah, it needs to be done. They need that as well, because you need to look after the person as well as having addressed the illness. Because ultimately, they're going to have to carry on with life afterwards, and the sooner you can get them up to feeling good about themselves again, the better.
So, what do you also think about doing workshops that allow the family and the friends of the cancer sufferers to gain support and relationships with one another? So, one of the ideas Joe's Hope has is to do like a mum and cancer workshop. So, for the mums of the cancer patients, and then a workshop for the dads, and then a workshop for the friends, so that they can all sit around and discuss their feelings and what they've been through, because Joe's Hope seems to find that there are a lot of support groups that support the cancer patients, but the families are kind of left to the wayside, and the families and friends go through the journey as well.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
I think that's a really good idea, because there are a lot of people that, uh, the member of their family is ill. They either don't acknowledge it because they don't want to face it, they don't want to address it, and then they're really struggling then, because that's not healthy for anybody. Some people are way more open and are more comfortable to talk about things like that, and some people just find it really uncomfortable because they don't actually know what to say to the person. And I've done that. I've been in that situation. For me, the good thing about being your friend is you are so open and you are so honest and you genuinely don't give a monkeys, that it made it a lot easier for us as well, because we could be honest and open about it. Some other people aren't as open as that, and therefore, and then quite often then the people that surround them are a bit more like that. The whole taboo about illness and things, some people just aren't comfortable with talking about. So any kind of support for them, sort of, but like support them in the sense of it's fine to be like that, but actually you're going to feel a lot better if you can just open up a little bit and share, even if it is just to say, I feel really crap because I was like that, or I don't know how to be other than this. Just to be able to do that, because they won't be the only person feeling that way.
Of course, and that's the key message, that nobody's ever alone through this disease. There's so many people suffering from it. One of the concepts that have come up that I've said when talking to people, and people have said when speaking to me, is the here and now. You've been with me through my cancer journey, and it's the here and now that I want to address. The 13-week, 18-week, 16-week, 12-week waiting list, that when you've got cancer, you don't want to hear that you've got to wait 16 weeks for an operation to rid your body of a disease. You've got to walk around with it for another 16 weeks. Wow, that's a long 16 weeks. Joe's Hope is trying to raise funds so that people can get these treatments, not medical treatments, but feel good treatments, ASAP. Do you feel that that's a crucial element?
Yes, I think that's a really important thing to do, and I think there will be people that think it's frivolous, and you should be focusing on curing this person of the cancer. But again, you're going back to that treating the illness rather than the person. It's like, yeah, okay, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with the cancer. That there's only certain people and certain things that can deal with that. So that will happen, but you can't forget that it's happening to a person. And so, in my view, if you can be positive and if you can be, if you can feel strong, you are in a way better position to mentally and physically fight this cancer. And I do think there's an element of mind over matter, only because that's how I feel about it. I know other people won't agree with me. I think if you can try and be positive, you've got a way better chance of fighting something. So anything you can do to help that person feel more positive and better about themselves and stronger is only a good thing.
Thank you, Adele. So I'm going to ask you two more questions, Adele. What do you think, as a friend of a cancer patient, you shouldn't do?
You shouldn't only focus on the illness, because the person's with you, the person is there, and you should be living life with them. They should be continuing to live life as best they can whilst fighting this illness. Because it can take over your life. You've just got to enjoy life as much as you can, because unfortunately not everybody recovers from it. And so, make the most of it.
Finally, Adele, what would you say to people out there that are thinking, oh gosh, this is another cancer charity? There's another cancer charity out that's been established. What's she doing that's different to anybody else? What would you tell people out there about me as a person and somebody who has conviction behind things that they do?
Well, you don't do anything by halves. You've been through this, you've suffered, you've come out the other side. You're a very strong, determined person, somebody I admire very much. I think it's a brilliant thing that you're doing. If there's anybody that will make it succeed, you will. And you're doing it for all the right reasons. Because all you want to do is help people, because that is just what you do. So I think it's a very good thing.
Thank you, Adele.